Yeah, we Gucci.
What's good, people? I'm Uncle Hotep. He is Hotep Jesus. Back at it again. Episode 71 of Hotep's Been Told Ya. Happy Halloween. You get dressed up for Halloween, man?
Man, nobody pulling that. We don't do them European things over this side, boy.
I don't fuck with it either.
That's
But
a old
I got a cousin. I got a cousin that goes hard body every Halloween, man.
Word?
Every Halloween for like since forever, man. I was like, man, I'm not dressing up. I never been a dress up guy, like man, going for like all that shit. I'm like, nah, that ain't me. But my cousin, he loves some Halloween.
he the type to go all out.
All out, man. All out, man.
Nah. My pops.
Brothers like that, man.
Yeah, it's a couple of them out. They like to have fun. I get it. I ain't gonna knock on. You know, I can't get down like that. You know, I was thinking today, I was looking at my kids. They got all dressed up, and the only thing I think about is how my dad used to look at me when I was a kid, and that look in his eye when I put that costume on. He had that look in his eye, like you let me down, son. Every Halloween, and I didn't get that. Like it was like smile, go have fun, but you let me down, son. Like that type of look, and I didn't understand it till I gave my son that look today. Like you let me down, little nigga. Got that funny. You looking funny out here, bro. You dressing up. That's what we doing. But my one son, their costumes was good. My one son, he had on the skeleton bodysuit with the skull mask, so he looked like he ready to rob somebody. So I was happy about that. You know what I mean? If anything go down, at least he could catch a jukes. The other one, he had on the Dragon Ball Z outfit. So I was like, all right, at least we ain't dealing with none of that defunct Western civilization culture. He want to kick some ass. So I'm like, all right, toxic masculinity's flowing good over here. So I wasn't too upset. We didn't have anybody dressing up as fairies or putting on any dresses. So everything's good in the Hotep household.
Shout out to everybody who celebrated Halloween. Hope you celebrated safe. You know, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Man, we had an eventful week. You want to get right into you want to get who you want to get into first, man?
Let's first say R.I.P. John Witherspoon.
Yeah, John Witherspoon, man. Rest in peace. What was he, 70? 70?
77, I think.
77? Well, he lived it all right. He got what's the black man average? 67?
Shit, I thought it was 22.
You come from the hood. We ain't supposed to make it to past 21. We ain't supposed to make it past 18. There was people saying that in the line. You 30 years old saying that bullshit. But yeah, rest in peace, John Witherspoon, man. Yo, listen, he was in some classics, man.
Classics.
Friday. Boomerang. He was in Boomerang, right?
Boomerang. Ugh. Classic.
You know, he found a typecast or whatever, and you know that was him, man. You know what I'm saying? He was a funny guy, man. So rest in peace, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna just put my 10-4 hat on here.
Oh, here we go.
See, the white man wanted to kill him because Friday was about to come back out.
Oh. No, the Boondocks.
Boondocks just came out, but they working on the new Friday too.
Oh, okay.
The new Friday's supposed to be. They got all the cast. Chris Tucker confirmed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And Hollywood said, "Nah, niggas, y'all not about to get that type of paper." And they took out John Witherspoon. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. You know what it is for me?
What?
I can't deal with death. I suck at dealing with death. So I always have to deflect to keep myself from feeling those emotions.
Right.
Because when I first saw John Witherspoon died on the timeline, I ignored it for like 6 hours. I was like, I'm not checking the timeline for the rest of the day. Y'all not about to have me break it down on the timeline like my dad died. Because it felt like my dad died. Like
Right.
this is our TV movie Pops. This was Pops. When you needed a black father, a strong, toxic, masculine black father. We ain't talking about no Cosby, PC culture father. We talking about that good toxic masculinity Pops. He was the one you had to call. And we lost him, man. I was so hurt.
Yeah, he definitely had a great later part of his career. You know what I mean? He looked like he enjoyed life, and
Yeah.
when you see somebody, when somebody like good died, like a good natured person died, when nobody's like slandering him on the timeline or anything else. Nobody even tried to get a troll tweet off of. Usually somebody will try to, well, fuck him, and you know what I'm saying. You know how these
Yeah.
do, but nobody even did that. You know what I mean? So yeah, rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
Yeah, thank you. Thank God he ain't got no old tweets you could dig up. Try to cancel him for. But you're right. I didn't notice that. You're right, man. Everybody had to pay homage to the GOAT.
They killed Baghdadi, allegedly.
The dog got him.
The dog got him. Oh yeah, they said the dog. Yo, listen. I didn't know there was a dust up because Trump retweeted a meme. He tweeted giving the dog a medal. They was like, "Oh, Trump posting doctored images." I'm like, people don't even know what a meme is in 2019. Holy smokes, man!
They don't. That's why they suck at their job. I'm telling you, like, I've worked at a bunch of startups, and when you go up there, you be like, yo, y'all really don't know what's going on out here. This is amazing. No wonder y'all can't get no growth going on with your corporation. But yeah, man, like, a dog got him. And then they tossed his body out in the sea.
Oh, bullshit, man.
That's what they said. That's what the report said. The report said a dog got him, and then they tossed his body out to sea. Uncle Hotep, where have you heard that story before?
Yeah, they said they did the same thing. Belong, throw them out the sea. They want nobody get hold that DNA. I guess I don't know, man. Or if he even existed, man, they might throw a bag of clothes over the head.
It might have been Khashoggi's body.
Yeah, it could have been him. I don't know who they threw over the goddamn boat.
It could have been Epstein's body after that one.
Epstein, why? Yo, they try and bring Epstein back in the news, man. You notice it, man?
Yeah.
Somebody went to down to the island and did a video or some shit. You see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, somebody went down the island.
What'd they say? I know somebody was surveilling the island with a drone.
Yeah.
And was capturing footage.
That's the time we saw him. But he ducked back in the truck.
He caught.
He was like, "Oh shit." Yo, but I started to notice the people are starting to talk about Epstein more a little bit. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the media said that it's a homicide now.
Yeah, that's right. That's the story.
The autopsy came back as a homicide.
Yeah,
broken neck bone.
Yeah, he said it looked like, but they took the body out so fast it looked like it was covered.
Yo, that wet work team come in quick. They come in, the cleaner come in, they clean up. You won't see nothing left at that scene, boy. They got professionals. Right.
Yeah, but Baghdadi, this is like the 5th time he died. They've been saying he's died. ISIS is like, it's like G.I. Joe, man, and Cobra, man. Like, I swear, man, they were doing some what they call it prep when they prep you for stuff that happens. What's it the term they got for it? You know,
Alex Jones would know.
yeah.
It's one of them Alex Jones terms.
Yeah, so I think they were trying to prep the minds of the public of this terrorist organization that just keeps coming back, it keeps regrowing. You know, they did that with Cobra Command. You know what I'm saying? Now, al-Baghdadi, I don't know if he's Destro or Cobra Commander, but they're gonna kill him. They already said somebody's gonna take his place.
Yeah, they said they got a new leader waiting in the wing already.
Yeah, we're supposed to have the greatest army on earth. And somehow this terrorist organization is able to keep. And who's funding this terrorist organization? Like, where are they getting the gas at? Where are they getting these Toyota trucks at? Where are they getting weapons at?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Predictive programming. Thank you, Chad.
Yeah, you know, I'm not allowed to say, you know, since I want to keep my YouTube account, I don't think I want to say where they getting the weapons from, but if you got your third eye open and you've been paying attention, Hillary been told you. Hillary is on, I want to say 60 Minutes. I forget what it was, but she said, "Oh, we armed Al-Qaeda."
Right.
This isn't anything new, which is why I don't understand why people spend so much time on it. You know, and invest so much. You know, I see the dog, and you know, the thing it just tells me is, oh, they don't want any witnesses. They don't want anybody that you can cross-examine. Now we'll be asking the dog. Dog, can we interview the dog? Is there any way to hook him up to a device to replay back his memory on what happened in the siege? That's the type of black
have a body cam.
Right. Did he have a body cam? Did the dog have a body cam? You know? So I think it's just they're getting better at these flags of the false kind.
Right.
To create news and a surety of public safety and national security. Is my mic doubling up, y'all? My bad.
Let me read these super chats. John Lemley, sorry, but I'm in marketing class right now, so I'll catch a replay. Hit them books, Lemley. Thanks for the $5 donation. Drew Sample, welcome back. Finally able to tune in live once again. Always sad to hear when super chats are low. Support the Hoteps value for value. Thank you, Drew Sample, 1999. Queen of Content, 499. Hotep salute. Thank you, Queen of Content. Joe Lewis, salute from Birmingham, Alabama. Shout out to Alabama.
Word.
Shout out to Alabama. We everywhere, man. We everywhere. We everywhere. True Sample, isn't that the third time they killed that guy Baghdadi? They tossed his suicidal vest remains out at sea. Yeah, allegedly he had a suicide vest on. Like, do you sleep in your suicide vest? You hear them because you know the raids come knocking like 4:00 in the morning. They come early.
Like they did
suicide vest?
Like they did Roger Stone. All early in the morning.
Yeah, they get you early, man.
I'm waiting for them to come after me.
Oh man, come on.
It's coming one day. I'm gonna tweet about it too. Hopefully they don't take me down to what's that shit called? Guantanamo, Gitmo. Well, they'll take me to Gitmo. I'm good. Just turn me into like Edward Snowden or Julian Assange. I'll be happy with that.
Yo, Obama, you see he's against cancel culture now.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yo, they're trying to stem the tide, man. They're like once they see they're going the wrong way, put that black man out there, man. Hey, Obama, man, bring him back in, man.
Reel it back in. We got a little too out of here.
That's crazy, you know. And they had to sit there and ate that, you know. Like he was with that girl from Grownish, you know, the young blabbity blacks.
They're called brunch era blacks now.
Huh?
They're called brunch era blacks. BEBs.
Yeah, that's true, man. They brought Black people will run something to death, man. They ran the brunches to death, man. They killed brunches, man. Brunches, day parties. When do y'all not start? When do y'all not be drinking, man? You know what I'm saying?
Any way you can find a reason for some alcohol, they're gonna be there.
They did run brunch era blacks that's a good one. That is exactly brunch era. Like if you got time to go to a brunch and get fired up, you are not oppressed, man. There's no oppression in your life.
Nah, you should not be talking about no type of activism. Shout out to Doe, Soul Deep Sock CEO and founder, Doe Dubes, Lola and Doe Soup. He's the one that created that term. He's like, look at these blunt brunch era blacks in my mentions. I was like, oh, that's the new term we rocking with? Say that. Say less. So that's what we rocking with.
Real. All right, let's get into Kanye, man. You listen to the album, man? Kanye finally dropped Friday. A bunch of pump faking for a couple months. Jesus is King finally arrived. And, you know, I didn't expect like a big hubbub or like Kanye, you know, his core fans is like, you know, they loved it. But I seen like a muted response. People didn't really want to say nothing until the talking heads came and said something.
Right. Exactly.
And then you know what I mean, all the podcasts that came out. Oh man, fuck Kanye.
Yeah. Yeah. They gotta wait for their Twitter dad to approve their opinion. Let's wait. Let me not say how I feel about this thing until popular opinion decides. Bitch ass niggas.
What'd you think about it? I thought it was a solid album, man. You know, I didn't really think it was like a gospel album. I thought it was like an album of Kanye trying to tell the world he's Christian. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of different than one like a total gospel album. I thought it was just him being a Christian man, like Christian rap. You know what I mean? That's what it seemed like to me. It didn't seem like a gospel album, but he did have some of that stuff in there. But I like
this. This is top 5 Kanye album.
Yeah.
For me, this is top 5. I think I'd probably have to put it maybe 4 or 5. I could probably interchange this with Yeezus.
Okay.
Life of Pablo is pretty dope to me too. This really made my soul feel full. This is the first time I was able to play a Kanye album in full, front to start, with my kids in the car.
Yeah.
That's something I was never able to do before, because that last album, he was saying some whole, yeah, like Life of Apollo, he was saying some regular shit. He said, if I bleach my asshole, it's just like, damn, turn it on, hurry up, quit getting the car. Forgot that was on here, you know. But sonically, the beats were everything we hoped for. The music, the orchestra, voices was everything we hoped for. The message. This is where I think people fell short. People aren't used to a positive message in rap. They're not used to it. They're used to something that's very commercial. And unless you're into Hotep rap or conscious rap, you really wouldn't appreciate this album for everything that it is. This was very Hotepish. We heard on track 2, Selah, they said Hotep on there. Kanye said, he trying to tell y'all, Hotep, 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 Hotep. He trying to tell y'all we coming. He sees us. If you listen to interviews, you know he listens to Hotep's Been Told You. Him and Dave Chappelle and Talib Kweli, they all listen to the show. It was a recognition that we are in the middle of a spiritual war, and Jesus is King was a nuclear warhead. As he said in the interview with Big Boy, he said, y'all keep messing around and don't get woke, it won't be no Jesus in America. They will get rid of Jesus. The Jesus haters will get rid of Jesus. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. And that's what I've been trying to impress on people for so long. Y'all don't understand. We in the middle of a spiritual war. And the church is under fire. The temple and the mosque, well, they not. They not. And we have to recognize what Kanye's doing with this and what he's saying. And this is going to tie into the,
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
This is going to tie into the TPUSA Nick Fuentes topic too in a little bit. But there are Christian values in America that's being lost. And when the Christian values are lost, the conservative values are lost. But I think it's this was a milestone for humanity that Kanye West could put out an album like this. You know, they had me like, damn, I want to go to church now, right? Sunday, I woke up and I told the family we having church in the living room. I got everybody together and we first danced. We danced to the music as a family. And then after the dance, we sat down and I pulled out the lyrics to On God and bar for bar used it as the sermon of the day and taught my kids. When Kanye said 13th Amendment, I'm going to end it. That's on me. That's on God. Got to explain that to the kids. When he said, that's why I charge the prices that I charge. I can't be out here dancing with the stars. You know, the kids, they know what Dancing with the Stars is, but they don't know what he means when he says I can't be out here dancing with the stars. Dancing with the stars is where washed up people go when they run out of bread. With people who desperate and need a second life on their career. That's where they go.
Huh? Buck dance for the man. They all
put on this. Yeah. You say tap dancing, buck dancing for the man. That's powerful right there. He said they want 50% tax plus the tithes. He said, I feel tried. That's 60% of your income. 10% goes to the church, 50% goes to the IRS. That's real talk we talking about here in America. This is real communism we talking about here, people. This is real talk. And for people to gloss over this album like it wasn't culturally relevant or substantial or monumental is ignorant oversight.
You know what pissed me off? These people were out here saying, oh, man, it was good sonically. The production was great. The production, he's back. But the lyrics, man, the lyrics were dude. I'm like, whoa. Nobody listened to Kanye West to hear goddamn cannabis, Airbnb. They don't listen to him for that. He's never been that.
Yeah.
He's never been a bar animal.
Yeah.
But what he said, you gotta listen to what he's saying. His verses mean something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These guys try to pull that bull. Like I was like listening to it. Yo, he was saying some real stuff. I'm almost afraid for him. I'm like, oh man, you better be ducking. Don't go no drop tops. No none of that. Check your car. Check your brakes.
Yeah. It's that's why I don't give Eminem too much credit. People are like, oh, Eminem's the greatest. I'm like, what did he ever say?
A goddamn thing.
Like, what did he ever say? Like, his hottest, the track with the most substance was on his first album. Everything after that, second album a little bit, but this first album, I wish I had a big enough ass for my whole world to kiss. That song, I really didn't hear no authentic message. All I heard was, I want to slip my mom some pills and kill my girlfriend. Right? I didn't never heard no message. So it's like, if you want to hear people rapidy rap and, got all these bars and, so on and so forth. That's fine. But when I listen to my music, I want to take something away from it. What's the message? What are you trying to tell me? What's the call to action? I'm a revolutionary. So if the music ain't revolutionary, you can't even really go to war.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a guy that likes rapidy rap, and like Lipster Davis says, push a mayonnaise colored bands called Miracle Whip. I mean, come on, that's not. He was never a bar animal. That's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's clever. He's never been like a rapidy rap, and I like rapidy rap, but Kanye's never been that. And for y'all to say, "Oh, his lyrics weren't," I'm like, no, his lyrics were saying something. You just didn't like what he was saying. That's what it was. They scared.
Yeah. So on God, he said, how you get so much favor on your side? He said, accept him as your Lord and Savior. I replied. That's how he starts off on God. And that line right there goes over, like that line to me hit. It really hit because people always ask me, like, how do you do it? How do you do it? And I always start off with, what's your faith like with the universe and God and the spirit and your soul? What's that like? Do you got a relationship with your soul? Because that's half the battle. He said, how you got so much favor on your side? I'm connected to God. So when you say, Hotep Jesus, how you able to do all these things? How you got so much favor on your side? God. It's half the battle. Then he said, thou shalt love thy neighbor, not divide. I'm a rod. That's on God. How do you get mad at somebody says, love your neighbor, not divide? He says, his light shine the brightest in the dark. Single mothers know they got my heart. How do you hate on that bar? And all my brothers locked up in the yard, you can still be anything you want to be. Watch this. He said, went from 1 in 4 to 1 in 3. Talking about the incarceration rate, the increase. 13th Amendment got to end it. That's on me. He the new commander in chief. I guess he really is coming out to be president next election. He said he the new commander in chief. Man, it's a lot of good lyrics in here that just made me. I was floating when the album came out. I wasn't even tweeting really. If I was tweeting, I was tweeting about the album. But I had the kids hooked to it. They was walking around the house singing a joint. I said, man, when the kids co-sign it, that's when you know it's hot. All right. Oh man, this is the most culturally important album of the year. Of the decade.
Let me read super chats. Drew Sample, Obama is a jackass, $3.99. Thank you, Drew Sample.
He got that because Obama called Kanye a jackass.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. Black Mountain Hotep, $10. Thank you. Making moves this week. Funds are low. Shout out, man. Salute to God. Hotep salute. Shout out to the gods. Jay Stokes. I told a chick last week she looks like bottomless mimosas. She probably took that as a compliment.
She probably did.
Chad Lamone, I'm having brunch with Ye Sunday. Brunch is okay. That's right, man. I forgot. Chad going to sit down and rap with Yeezy.
Y'all just make sure you put that plug in there, Chad. Let them know. Look, he got a link with the Hoteps, man. We gonna do something revolutionary together.
Yeah, man.
Because Kanye said to Zane Lowe, he said, who out here is doing something anti-culture? And they couldn't name nothing. The truth is, Hotep Nation is doing everything anti-culture. That's the truth.
I didn't see that Zayn interview. I watched some of the majority of the Big Boy.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like people were saying his energy was different on Zayn and the Big Boy. I mean, he
was.
Okay. So did he keep it? He just keep it? Was it just because he talking to the older black man? Get that rap. He was in his bag on that one, man. I'm like, God.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm like that too, where I'm I'm more comfortable speaking to black people than I am white people. You know, when I speak to white people, I have to think about what I'm going to say a little bit more because I want them to understand me. I don't want my message to get lost in translation because I use some Ebonics vocabulary. You know what I mean? And then they love to toss you in the uneducated category once they hear a certain vernacular or accent come from the thyself. So that's what he was talking about. A Big Boy interview. Is this? Oh, this is your African American voice. This is my can't offend Disney voice. I don't want to lose my ideal voice. Right. So there's times that we put this voice on, and the more money I get in my pocket, the less that voice come out. You understand? But the energy was different with Big Boy, you know. But that's like being around the homie, you know. It's like you hang around with Zane Lowe. It's not the same as hanging around with Big Boy. Zane Lowe is from the UK, so he don't even culturally. He really don't get the culture. You know what I mean? Where Big Boy, like, he understand the nuances. So Kanye was definitely way more comfortable in the Big Boy interview than he was with Zane Lowe. Zane Lowe just got a little bit more intimate. But then even the Big Boy, because Kanye felt so comfortable in the Big Boy interview, he was saying things he wasn't saying on the Zane Lowe. Like the best clips came from the Big Boy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. But yeah, he was like, this free man talking, man.
Free man talking. You saying like Zane Lowe not gonna pull that out of him, you know? And plus, when he's with Zane Lowe, you got to remember where he is too, right? So that always affects your mood when you're doing interviews. They're in the middle of Wyoming. It's very serene, desolate, quiet, secluded. Whereas when he's with Big Boy, he's in the city. He's been running around all morning. His energy is a little bit more hype, you know. So that contributes to the vibe of the interview as well.
But yo, what killed me, you know, I gotta give credit to Big Boy. You know, he asked the right questions. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he asked what the people wanted to hear. Yeah,
and then when he said, "What somebody telling you that you're selling out and stuff like that," and you up in the White House selling out, and he was like, Kanye was like, "Man, I'd rather deal with somebody call me nigga in my face than somebody that had me signed to a slave deal and pays $250 of the contract." I was like, and you know what killed me? Big Boy was like, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah. That's who we are now. That's who we are now. Thank you, Kanye. That's why we prefer MAGA over Democrats. You know, call me nigga to my face. That's what we like. You know, I like my racism out in the open where I can measure it. You know, the Democrats are a little bit smarter enemy. They practice deception and deceit and occult practice. Everything they do is occult. You know, the right doesn't have enough occult in it, which is why they're not strong enough. But we're not talking about that right now. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna break that whole shit down.
Black Man Hotep, the album is teaching black people how to love themselves. Thanks, Black Man Hotep.
Yeah.
Cabral. Just listen to JBP explain the Lion King. Who's JBP, man?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Jim Musana, thank you for a $5 donation. Drew Sample, what do you think about Twitter not accepting money for political ads and Kanye praising Jack Dorsey?
Well, let's talk about the concerns, right? So firstly, the concern from the community is they think that the idea of what is classified as political could be misconstrued. It could be made vague. It could be a lot of ambiguity there. I think it's a good move. Mm-hmm. If what I believe is happening is true. And what I believe is they're basically saying is no vote for me ads. right? It's not about like a political agenda as opposed to, hey, I'm a politician, I'm running in this election, vote for me ad. You know, if you're trying to run for something, I like that. We're taking money out of politics. I thought that's what we were supposed to be asking for, right? That's what we want. We want to take money out of politics. We want to level the playing field. And also, I thought this benefited Trump because Trump don't need to run ads. He got this thing in the bag organically. He filling up stadiums. You know, the rest of these Democrats, they can't get nobody in the building. I just saw Bernie Sanders the other day doing an interview in front of a empty shelf in the grocery store, looking like communism hit a third world country. So I don't vibe with that. You know, I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move as long as the definition of political ad isn't ambiguous.
That's cool. I like shit. As long as them ads don't come on my feed, man. Fuck it, man.
It's gonna hurt Tulsi.
Yeah.
Tulsi be hitting them ads, boy. Like, damn, girl, leave them ads alone. Go do something brave. Like, stand up and say, look, I don't got a problem with Trump. Like, yo, she would have said, yo, you know what? I don't got a problem with Trump. Oh my God, that shit would have this dimension would have had a crack in it. Been an ultimate shift in the space-time continuum.
She's pulling past Kamala, man.
Is she?
Yeah. It's a rapper, Kamala.
Oh, damn. Kamala was out there complaining. She said, oh, you know, the public isn't ready for a black woman for office. Hold on now, Kamala. You're running for a Democrat spot. So it looks like Democrats ain't ready for a black woman to be president. So she told on herself with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, if she would have, another one, nothing original about her campaign, pandering with the pronouns. Don't nobody understand that shit. Pandering with the pronouns and just doing everything that everybody else is doing. Nothing original in your campaign whatsoever, and you expect to get some traction. No. You ain't did no gym videos or nothing.
Listen, I'll never forget when that white man snatched that mic from her hand. All she had to do was get up and smack that guy. She'd be still in the lead.
That's true.
Dumbass is sitting there stupid looking like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like you thought they set you up to look like a hero and you fumbled.
That's how you know she ain't a sister.
That's right. That's for damn sure.
You know she ain't ADOS.
Listen,
you know?
Your boys at TPUSA is in it again, man.
Bro.
Hold on. First of all, you started this, man. Second of all, get out of Ann Coulter's DMs. She keeps retweeting you, man. Like we're supposed to believe all of a sudden Ann Coulter's just retweeting Hotep Jesus like out of the blue, man. You ain't in her DM.
That's the celebrity mall, man. I love it. Every time she retweet me, I get the strangest people though, man. She got some haters on her side, boys. I think the liberals follow her just to wait for something to hate on. Yeah, because as soon as she retweeted, it was at my neck today. I'm like, I said, oh damn, Ann must have retweeted me again.
For real?
Yeah,
so it was. The haters come.
Yo, every time she retweets me, the haters come. I mean, I get followers. You know, this good that comes. Like, there's a lot of people that agree, but like, I have a lot of tweets that go viral. They don't really get hate, but when she retweet me, oh, it be some like straight up dweebs. I'll be like, damn, y'all must really hate Ann. Y'all hate her so much, y'all follow her. Because how are your views? So, like one time I said, I'm pro-life. If liberal wants to kill that baby good, it's one less communist. And she retweeted that, right? To 2.4 million people, whatever followers she got. 5 million, whatever it is. They was at my neck. There was even right people like, oh, how could you say this? This comment is egregious. It's a child. And man, fuck them kids.
But TPUSA and versus Nick Fuentes, man.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Just some troll, man, or some BSer. And now he's in the spotlight, man. He's got his foot on TPUSA's neck. I bet they don't have no question and answers no more. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Well, let's fill everybody in for the people that don't know what happened. TPUSA, actually, CPAC had an event. Allegedly, Charlie Kirk had Nick Fuentes banned from CPAC. They were afraid that, I guess, he would troll the event, and they banned him. Like the first guy to ever get banned from a TPUSA event, Hotep Jesus, was banned. This is what they do when people are free thinkers. Uh-oh. You got free thinkers, then you got the real free thinkers. So they have an event, I believe, at Ohio State. And there's a live feed going. So I had a chance to catch it. And they had a Q&A section and people could line up and ask questions. And one guy up there, he said, you took a trip to Israel recently, right, Charlie? He was like, yeah, I did. Well, did you party at all? Because I heard Israelis are good at dancing. If you don't believe me, just Google dancing Israelis. Bro, I dropped my phone. I say, yo, they won. Then you go look at the if you look at the Google trends, you got to see there's like this big old spike for people Googling dancing Israelis. Oh my God. I said, yep, Nick won. And behind him, the name of this series by Charlie Kirk is called The Culture War. He's losing, by the way.
Yo, that's crazy. That was hilarious.
So yeah, it was a bunch of people like that.
Huh? What'd you say?
No, I was just saying, to complete the story, is a bunch of people that was coming up asking like questions like that, troll questions like that, but intelligent questions too about his allegiance to the chosen ones.
Yeah, and also about the big thing was, I think a lot of people brought up sexuality and why is that being pushed in conservatism or whatever. Did you see Rand Paul? I didn't like last week. I do my show on Uncle Hotep every Sunday, right? And somebody was telling me about this because I guess it just happened. He's like, go to his feed. So I went to his feed. I played his videos on the stream. I seen Rand Paul up there. Right? Rand was just like,
oh wait, not the new stream, another stream.
I think they got him a couple times, man.
Yeah. He was on another stream, but this one was with Rob Smith.
Oh, okay, yeah, not that one. There was one before. They were saying the same
right.
stuff. They've been on Master Charlie's ass, man.
Yeah.
But the one I saw, Rand was up there. Nobody was asking Rand Paul a damn thing. They was right at Charlie Kirk's neck.
Yeah.
See, Charlie, this is what you messed up by kicking Hotep Jesus out. You should have brought the Hoteps on board. We could have ran a little bit interference for y'all. You know what I mean? You got to pass a couple shackles, but we could have ran some interference for you. No, you got to be like, oh, no, man, get them out of here. Get them out of here. Now look at you, dumbass. Now you might as well fold. Look, what can they do? They can't have any more events. They can't have any question and answering. They can't do none of that.
Nope.
They're gonna have closed door events, and then you can't expound. You can't expand their membership. All them billionaires or donors are like, man, I wasted all this money on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And the thing is, there's some white folks that are scared. They want to protect TPUSA and all of its cohorts. And you know what? You have nothing to be afraid of. If TPUSA disappeared tomorrow, it would not affect this election one iota. They have no cultural impact in America. The only cultural impact they have in America is making conservatism more liberal. That's the only cultural impact. They're actually working against your interests. I mean, we've been saying this. We exposed them last year when they banned me. We exposed the type of organization they are. Y'all said I was wrong for that. Oh, Hotep Jesus, you are wrong. I got banned, but I was wrong. Okay. You shouldn't be talking about that. Leave them alone. We're on the same side. This is what people be saying. And then you got their black conservative overseers and bootlickers and tap dancers and buck dancers. Well, frankly, if they disappeared, again, it would not affect you one bit. The only thing that a black conservative of the grifter type is good for is filling their own pockets and taking boomer money. Filling their pockets with boomer money.
The boomers got money, man.
They got dough.
The boomer checks cash.
Them checks is good. Them checks, they clear 24 hours. They see the name, they put that right through. But the only thing they do is reaffirm your bias. Right. I hate people that reaffirm my bias. Nah, I'd rather you debate me respectfully. I'd rather you challenge my ideas or add to my ideas. At least add to my ideas. They don't even add to conservative ideas. They bring nothing new. In fact, they work against your interests because they do such a bad job of being grifters that they piss the black community off. In fact, all they do is gaslight and stoke left versus right wars. They literally get paid off of owning the left, which is stoking the fires. That's what they do. So they're not helping your cause at all. The black conservatives, TPUSA, all they're doing is taking your money. Gladly. And I don't fault them. Candace on, get your money, baby girl. Get your money. Take them for all they got. Reparations. But I fear for America because here's the issue. They're running around with trans people and gay people, right? And the Fuentes squad said, yo, what's up with this? Why y'all running around, parading around with these people? When Charlie Kirk found out he could run around with a black gay vet, he said, yittity. Jackpot. He got his all in one. Now he gonna parade him around. And Amazing Lucas did a wonderful video on this. Y'all should check this out. Amazing Lucas did a wonderful video on this. But all they're doing is trying to appease the left. They are bending to the left's will. Like Amazing Lucas said it, you can't defeat the enemy using his own tactics. You are becoming the enemy. It's almost like you said, we can't beat them, so join them. So y'all run around with these trans people now. And this is your identity. And meanwhile, we got trans people exposing themselves to children in a school. And here you come running around with trans people. I'm telling you right now, trans people are banned from HotepCon.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I just said it. You're banned. No, you can't come. And if you show up, I'm not taking a picture with you. I just said it. I'm sorry, but what are you about to say?
No, I mean, you're right. You know, I think who printed a picture of all the people that Don Jr. was hanging out with? The guy who had his leg all up in the air, like,
yeah.
That shit there. Like,
yo, you want to take a picture with your balls all in the air? With your leg cocked in the air next to me? Oh nah. Not today, Satan. But the problem is this. For example, today somebody said, "Oh, I'm disgusted with the left. I'm disgusted with the right. We need a new party." No, you don't need a new party. What you need are values. You need values. The problem is conservative values have been compromised to appease the enemy, to appease foolishness, to appease the very thing that goes against our Bible, to appease the same Jesus haters that want to remove Jesus from America. We are compromising our morals, our values, our principles. If we say no gay marriage, it's no gay marriage. It's not up for discussion. Now, if it's legalized, that's cool, but that don't mean you get to run next to me. You can run next to me as an ally against another enemy, but you're not going to enter my movement and say we should accept you. You see, there's a difference. Like, I'll work side by side with a gay person all day. No problem with a gay person. All right? But you can't come in Hotep Nation and say, oh, they're accepting of gays. What the fuck, who you fuck got to do with Hotep? You're already compromising our agenda because our agenda wants to take people away from debauchery and sexuality. I went on Joe Rogan for 2.5 hours to tell y'all niggas stop jerking off. Everybody's over-sexualized. So don't bring your sexual behavior into the conversation. That's private matters. Come here and say, yo, I'm an upstanding individual and I want to contribute to my society. That's it. I'm on stage and I'm a gay black conservative. So if Donald Trump stands next to me, then it's all good. So it went from I got black friends. Here's my black friend to here's my gay friend. Gay is the new black. It is the new minority. They technically are a minority along with white women. They're minorities. Women, period, are a minority. All right. Or white women, I should say. I had that right the first time. But this is where we're at in America, bro.
So is it over for TPUSA, man? Did Nick put it? He put it. And I've seen other conservatives saying they want to ban Nick from social media.
They said they want to ban social media. They want to take away his verified sticker. They're communists. I told you this. They're communists. The left and the right are communists. And the faster people wake up, the faster we can fix this goddamn country.
Yeah, but how connected is Charlie Kirk? If these were bigwigs in the conservative, quote unquote conservative movement that were saying some old nut shit like this. I guess that money, whoever's funding Charlie and them, he's funding a lot of people.
I'll tell you what, the night I got banned from TPUSA and then exposed it on the live stream, Brandon Tatum, when I exposed Brandon Tatum on the live stream, him explaining why I got banned, I was suspended for 12 hours from Twitter that night. As Doe. As Hotep Lauren. It was there. It was there. I got suspended for 12 hours. Ask Carl, civil right. I'll tell you, my phone, I looked at it. I said, oh shit, that message popped up. You have been suspended for 12 hours. Delete these tweets. And somebody had went back and scrubbed all my tweets or something and did something and got me suspended for 12 hours. That same night, they connected, bro. They all Illuminati. And that's why I say we got to be careful what we put on Jack. Because once your corporation get to a certain level, them alphabet boys just walk in the door and say, hey, look, we're going to need an office in back. I'm serious. That's what happened. What Snowden was just talking about this. Snowden was just talking about this on Joe Rogan. What corporation did he say that they just walked in and basically say, hey, yo, we need an office in here and a budget? I forget what corporation it was, but Snowden just finished talking about this. This is what they do. So when you say it's all Jack, it's like, nah, Jack company's so big, it's ahead of him now. Yo, he's a CEO of a company, but dog, he in way over his head. Trust me. That's why he talking to Kanye. He probably be telling Kanye, I don't know what to do. They just come in the office whenever they feel like. they 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 took all my passwords. Like, we don't know like what Jack going through. So people got to put that shit in perspective.
Yeah, definitely. So shout outs to the gropers, I guess they call them. They're going after TPUSA.
But you said, is TPUSA over? Yeah.
No. They still got some like it's a bad look, man.
Well, the thing is, as long as you have a fearful people,
right,
you can always lead them. You need people that are afraid of something. And a lot of people are afraid of losing this election, and they feel like any disturbance in the right can affect this. So if they find out, let's say a scandal happens at TPUSA or two conservatives are arguing, they feel like it could damage us. But if you look at the left would get rid of one of their own. Just Mason Lucas was talking about this too. He said, yo, they clean up quick. Like, yo, you out. Bro. Like, you got to pass a purity test to get in the left. You can't just be. That's why everybody grifting with the right, because you throw a MAGA hat on and it's just boom, you a star overnight. You make a little song, a little rap.
Come on, man, stop
it. Look, I'm telling you right now, you want to guarantee 500 retweets, go take one of Bryson Gray's song, remix it with a MAGA hat on. You got an instant 500 retweets. The barrier to entry is super low right now. You got to raise the. How you getting Hotep, Uncle Hotep? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And it's that way for a reason. You don't need 1 million people to lead a movement. You need dedicated people to lead a movement. People that aren't going to compromise your values. People that compromise your values, compromise your integrity, compromise the entire brand, compromise the whole entire movement. Things get led astray. What's the barrier to entry in Hotep? Nigga, I need a DNA sample. I need DNA sample of your firstborn child. I need a sacrificial maul. You know what I mean? Like, and a donation of $10,000. Like, the barrier to entry is so high. Like, y'all gotta like raise your principles on. Remember when to get in the Hotep, you damn near had to be vegan. Like, if you wasn't whipping up a smoothie a day or something, like Rashard was running this shit like she was cracking that whip. Like, nigga, what I see you tweet? Was that McDonald's I seen you tweeting? Don't let me catch you again. Like, this shit used to be ran strict, and you know what I mean? Like, the barrier is way too low to get into conservatism. They got to tighten up, and it's for the better.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. YG kicks the fan off stage, man. Was this staged? He kicked the Trump supporter off stage.
We have to consider it. We have to consider it because it's show business, and as a former entertainer or rap entertainer, I should say, I've done things like that. We've done a lot of stage things. We brought women on stage to pretend to do different things. You know what I mean? Just to have an illusion. So that could be it. But either way, the message is just wrong. The message he's sending is wrong.
I can't believe God took Nipsey and left YG. You're a cruel God sometimes. I can't stand that Joker, man. He's the worst out of all rappers right now. YG is one of the worst. He's the worst LA rapper in a long time. He's terrible. He's worse than Blueface. Blueface is fucking terrible. God damn, man. I can't even believe this guy, man. He's gonna run that Trump thing to death. He's gonna ring it till every last drop that dissing Trump will get you on. You know what I mean? And you're right about, you put the MAGA hat on. I remember I was wearing the MAGA hat before Kanye.
Word.
Before all these jokers, I had that joint on. I was taking heat. I was going to the gym in this.
He was the first. He was the first black face I seen with a MAGA hat.
And I'm like, what do I do with these shines? All these shines. And then it started being epidemic. You know, black folks catch on. But listen, that, you know, is like you said, you throw the MAGA hat on, you get in. But for the left, you diss Trump. Hey, there you go, man. Like, oh, come on down, man. They did. How did Trump be the epicenter of everything, man? This is crazy, man. This is like, I never seen anything like this, man.
They really turned him into Biff, yo. From Back to the Future. They really turned him into that. It's amazing. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people on unemployment line when Trump's out of office.
I know, man.
Both on the left and the right. We're gonna see who really built the brand after these 4 years is over.
No, yeah, we're getting another 4, I think.
I mean, after this next 4 over, there's gonna be a lot of new applicants for Hotep Nation.
Yeah, I'm trying to be on my grind, man. I gotta be on my grind, man.
It's gonna be a lot of new applicants. By then, we're gonna have an obstacle course. You're gonna have a fitness test to get in the Hotep Nation by then. It says it's gonna be biannual too. You better hope you get that summer one. But we're gonna do the summer one in Texas where it's real hot, and then we're gonna do the winter one in Alaska where it's real cold. Just to fuck with y'all. So you better pick one that suits your ass. It's gonna be boot camp, 6 weeks, nigga.
Yo, I remember I was in basic in my tech school training in Texas. Them damn fire ants eat your ass alive on that ground. I never see that shit. You know, I come from Pennsylvania, right? You know, I can't go down to Texas. I see these big ass those fucking rabbits. They got these jack-o'-lantern rabbits. I don't know what the fuck they call them, jack rabbits or some shit.
Yeah,
that rabbit's big as fucking running around. I'm like, what the fuck we at, man? The
dinosaurs
fucking eat you alive. Texas something else, man.
That's them niggas from left over from the prehistoric times. You know what I mean? People want to know what happened to the dinosaurs. We ate them. That's what happened to them. When you go, you look what's happening to the pygmy elephant and the great white Bengal tiger. They are endangered to go extinct. Yeah. How did the motherfucking dinosaurs went extinct? Brontosaurus steaks, nigga. That's what happened. So that jackrabbit is that's from leftovers, man.
Yeah, man, there's just strange stuff around the world.
Strange phenomenon we done with these days.
What was his name? John Conyers? Is that his first name? Conyers?
Yep, another one down. One more, kick the bucket. Kick the bucket like fuck it.
We really need term limits in government, man. Like these guys shouldn't be like. I think he survived because he got Me Too last year, I believe. Right?
He been there since Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. That's how long Kanye's been there.
Yeah, he just got out last year because I think he got Me Too. But we need term limits, man. These people shouldn't be in their upper 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, go home. No, no. Retire, relax. We need fresh blood, man. I'd let them have like 3 terms and that's it, man.
Absolutely.
You can't around 3 terms, man. You just take
well,
it.
Here's my thing. If we don't have term limits, we need to change the politician's lifestyle. Right. It should be sort of like when you're a priest and you submit yourself to the work of God. You are now doing God's work if you're working for us now. So you know what? You get no pussy. You want to be a politician? You get no pussy. And you know what? You get no money either. You are doing this job out of the goodness of your heart. I bet you nobody will be running to be a politician. You know who be?
Especially.
You said what?
Katie Hill, especially.
Tell them what happened. What happened with Katie Hill?
Oh, she resigned this week over those nude leaks.
Yeah.
You know, she was brushing her one intern's hair. Her and her husband was running trains on on her workers. And she's calling it revenge porn. You know, they probably had worse shit, man. You know, you don't hit them with the haymaker first. They're like, yo, listen, we're gonna send this to the Daily. I think it was Daily Motion UK, whatever that UK webpage. They sent the pictures over them. They put she over there with a bong and a pussy showing and everything else. But they probably had some heavier hitters. That's why she said, "Man, I gotta go. I gotta quit.
I gotta go for the rest of them pics come out." But they see the swastika tattooed on my ass. She was a leftist, right?
Yeah.
Leftist, occultist. You know, they love to take the young girls and do crazy shit with them. That's what they do. That's part of the occult. Drinking the blood of the virgin. Yeah, I mean, this is great news. This is why I said, like, we don't need all these fake conservatives. God got us. We don't need to love fake. Let's only love the real. It's just like your friends. Like, why do we show love to our fake friends and ignore our real friends? Nah, we got to show love to the real people in our life and stop trying to kiss up to these people we want to be our friends just because they got more followers. So you trying to kiss up to this one dude, but you dissing your homie who been there since day one to go hang out with this other cat, but that cat fake as hell. Be playing you out. You know what I mean?
Well, you see Tom Arnold and Diamond Silk beefing. I think we had a $24 tactical black bear. Thank you. Jesus is king. Thank you for donation. Tom Arnold offered, I think he wanted a threesome with Diamond and Silk, man.
Oh yeah. He was wild. He said something wild. Let me find it. I know I got that tweet saved. He said, I'd like to investigate every crack, curve, and crevice of 2 tons of fun's heavenly bodies. He talking about Diamond and Silk. I'll start with intensive oral examination of both your naughty bits. So take off all your clothes and get your big booties, butts back into Big Daddy's hot tub. Don't bring Streisand too freaky. Now, I could have sworn I saw another tweet where he made a reference to fried chicken. But yeah, he been talking reckless to Diamond and Silk. I think they want to do a lawsuit or something like that. Or they said, I don't know. I think they want some sort of reprimand.
He wants some of that thing. He wants some of that chocolate thing. He was too in detail.
Yeah, I never even tweeted the AOC like that. He bugging. I don't know what's up with Tom Arnold. He a little weird. He always been weird though. I saw this story today on my timeline. Now, this is an organic story. This hasn't hit the media. This is breaking news on Hotep Nation. Hotep's been told you. So I'm scrolling the timeline and this girl said she was complaining because another black girl was selling knockoff Gucci and Fendi and Prada. So her gripe was with this girl. So I was like, yeah, that's not exactly boss shit, selling knockoff. But so I clicked through to see, who she was talking about. And I see the girl, and the girl got like $14,000, all hundreds. So I clicked on the girl's website, and she's indeed selling knockoff Gucci and Fendi and Prada and all this other stuff. And then I played the video of the girl talking, and the girl's like, I'm only 18 years old, and I just made 14 bands legal. I'm like, damn, I'm proud of you. I'm like, damn, she's right. She's right. She made 14 grand, quote unquote legal. Now, here's my thing. When I looked into the thread, another black dude going to chime in, agree with the black woman and say, damn, somebody need to call the cops.
Wow.
I said, oh, y'all trying to really like call the cops on her because she getting her hustle on? I said, first of all, she's selling the white man brand using the Chinese sweat because you know the Chinese is making it. The dark-skinned Chinese people is making it. It's the white man brand, and she getting paid off of it. Like, y'all should be clapping. She getting her reparations. Gucci and Prada, they all put all this money behind marketing. She doesn't have to do any marketing. They've all done it for her. All she has to do is put the product, and yo dumbass go and buy it. Maybe, just maybe, if you weren't such a Gucci fanatic, this girl wouldn't be in business. She'd have to do something else. She'd have to sell her own brand or knock off black-owned brands. But that's not the case here. So I don't understand why. So ironically, the story pops up and it says man arrested for selling over 127 million in fake shoes. Now, as soon as I saw man and fake shoes, I said, you mean an Asian man? Because they don't like to put those labels on anybody but black and white people. If it was a black man, it'd be like, black man got caught. Right. Or if it was a white man, they said, white man got caught. So immediately I said, oh, it must have been the Asian because they didn't mention his race. So I clicked through to the story. And his name is Hai Long Huang. Huang is accused of obtaining the shoes in generic form, devoid of their signature logos, and then later adding the emblems upon the footwear's arrival stateside. These are the same shoes we wearing, people. All they doing is slapping logos on these things, man. It's the same shit. So the Chinese man can make 127 million, but this poor black girl that just turned 18 from the hood, making her money off this e-com is wrong. And black people tearing her down. This is why we can't get nowhere, man. Exactly why.
That's crazy. You know, I just followed this. There's this black girl on IG. I think it's Glam Bags. I don't know why. I like to follow people that like entrepreneur type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, she makes her own bags and sell them. You know what I mean? She was selling them out the trunk. You know, now all of a sudden she got this big ass house with boxes everywhere, shipping them out all over the world. Did $100,000 sales last month. You know, there's money in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would somebody just try? You know, now she made her own brand, but there ain't nothing wrong. Like, if you selling knockoffs. What's the deal? There's room in there for knockoffs. You gonna snitch on your fellow black man because they selling knockoffs.
You know, they saw that picture. Shorty had posed up in front of the U-Haul with boxes inside the U-Haul, looking all filled up, and that jealous gene kicked in.
That's what it is, man. The Akata is the biggest hater, man. I say it all the time. Y'all the first thing the Akata got to do is stop being a hater.
Yeah,
it don't make no sense. The hater brings envy and jealousy. Next thing you know, you working with the man. You telling on. There he is, right there.
Incarceration rate. There's your incarceration rate right there.
Yeah.
Another statistic. Did you get Mary's super chat?
No, go ahead, read it.
She said, shout out to Mary O'Donnell, $5 super chat. She said, Tom Arnold still a tweaker. Hotep Jesus hair extra fine tonight. Love you too. Sex symbol for the Moors. I found my gig. I'm trying to do an underwear ad sometime soon. I'm working on my 6-pack. I got something coming for the malls. We're gonna put out some Hotep underwear just so I could be naked and piss everybody else off.
Very $5. Love you, Uncle Hotep too. Thank you. Oh no.
Nah, fuck Uncle Hotep. Fuck him. God damn it. He always getting all the love. I get all the hate. He get all the love. Fuck Uncle Hotep. I'm refunding that $5. Did you get Brody McFarlane? He says starting to get Hotepnotized.
No, I didn't say.
Yeah, he says starting to get. I like that word, Hotepnotized. Get Hotepnotized, dog. I'm trying to tell you, man. We not going to sugarcoat nothing over here. We not going to mislead you wrong. All we got is the truth, man. Did we get this Chad one?
No, read that too. I didn't read that one.
GOP and TPUSA doing this like what Unc said about wearing whiteface to troll. Say got him, except you got. Yeah, they got. It's getting got out here. Chad's going to the Kanye West thing too. The Kanye West brunch. He'll be showing up with the other brunch era blacks to this awesome event. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be a really dope event, Chad. I gotta be honest. I'm hating a little bit that you get to go and see Kanye. But my time will come. But that's dope, man. That's gonna be lit. So one last story I want to cover. This is very important because this involves the Trump administration. Did you watch the Byron Allen interview on?
I watched part of it.
Did you get to the end? How far did you get? Did you get to the part where he's talking about Comcast and the lawsuit?
No, I missed it.
Oh man, dog. I want to talk about this without sounding hyperbolic in a cliche way, but
because we brought this up before.
Yes, but hearing him say it and explain it is much different than reading it on some blog. Man. So he went to the local courts or whatever it was, courts. He lost both cases. He took it to the next level of courts. He won twice. Comcast said, we're going to take this to the Supreme Court. Comcast went and got Barr, Attorney General Barr. So during the trial, they each get 30 minutes. Barr is going to be testifying with Comcast. They're going to give him 10 minutes and they're going to have 20 minutes. Now, the Civil Rights Act, I think this is 1861, that promised economic equality or economic share in America, is being compromised. It's on the line right here. If this case is lost, basically, it'll set black folks back to slavery legally. It basically says that you're not owed a stake in the American dream, even if you contribute to it. People don't know the reason why Byron and Allen got so mad, other than being blackballed. He can tell his story about being blackballed and how they won't do business because he's a nigga. They say it. It's not controversy. They say it because he's black. But they said he pitched a show that was supposed to be like a sports, kind of like a sports center for college, but black run. And Comcast said no. And he said that was the last straw because this idea was already accumulating funds. Like it's already a proven idea. It wasn't like you had to go and test pilot this thing. This thing's already happening. It just needs a bigger platform. And they shot it down. So he said, you know what? I had enough of this discrimination. You know, when y'all was doing it to me, it was one thing, but the fact that y'all doing it to the youth, I can't let this happen. So he's taking a stand. So I think this is something that needs to be highlighted. He also said that nobody from the Black Caucus backed him because, you know, as you know, this is going to Supreme Court. the Congress can say something. They can write letters, recommendation, so on and so forth. And Black Caucus won't say nothing. NAACP won't say nothing, and the Urban League won't say anything. Comcast sends the Urban League $1 million a year. He sent them $250,000 just to say, look, get rid of them. I'll pay y'all to do right about Black people. You don't got to keep taking money from the chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at right now. And I think it's crazy that we don't got nobody really shining no light on this. Nobody really talking about it as much as I would like to see it. So the funny part about this is the Trump administration. This is Trump's guy, Barr. And we have a Black man with a legitimate case of racial discrimination. He has all the proof. He's already won in court. And in fact, the appeal was done by Comcast to take it to the Supreme Court. That's why it's at the Supreme Court, because they wanted to appeal it. That's why it's there. But we have all these Black conservatives running around talking about do for Black people, and we care about Black people, and stop voting Democrat this, stop voting Democrat that. What I think they need to do, Candace Owens, all these people, Brandon Tatum, y'all got the connections to Trump. Call Trump and tell him pull Barr back. Let Comcast fight this out. Why are we sending Trump administration people in to fight for Comcast? To basically eliminate a Civil Rights Act. If these Black conservatives can't do that, I'm going at their neck. You thought I was at their neck before? I'm firing on them. I'm gonna lead a campaign against them for Byron Allen. And whoever likes it, likes it. Whoever doesn't, I don't care. You can go and follow, your Black conservative grifters, and they can steal your money all they want. But this isn't right from the Trump administration. I don't even think Trump knows about this. Like they probably didn't even bring this to Trump. They probably just said, William Barr, come over here and help us out. But somebody needs to make that phone call. One of these Black conservatives, y'all brought all them Black conservatives. Y'all got the connection. Y'all was able to get them come to the White House. There's 300 of y'all. Call Trump, tell him to pull back William Barr. White people, conservatives, call Trump, tell him, go watch the interview first. I don't want to tell you to do nothing you're not educated on. Go watch the Byron Allen Breakfast Club video. If you need the link, I'll send it to you. Just ask me on Twitter. I'll send you the link. Byron Allen. He's the Black dude that bought the Weather Channel. We bossed up out here. That's his big move. That's a really big move to own the Weather Channel. He said, in fact, his next move with the Weather Channel is to put Weather Channel 24 hours in Spanish. I had not even thought about the fact that didn't even exist before. So, he said he does global brands. They said, why don't you do more Black shows? He said, you know what? I do global shit. And when you're a billionaire, you kind of got to think like that. You can't keep playing in these small markets. It's like almost takes away from your focus. But go watch that video and then call your representatives and say, yo, it's not right to send the Attorney General. Let Comcast fight their own battles. But if Byron Allen loses this case, man, this is a major setback, man. It's just gonna push us right back to slavery. And the funny part about this is it's gonna make everything people have been saying about Trump true, about the fact that he's gonna bring slavery back. If Byron Allen loses his case, Trump technically brought slavery back. Technically, he did. Because if we appeal that law, that policy was put into place specifically after slavery ended and we were dealing with Jim Crow. Because, Jim Crow was basically saying, nah, y'all can't get none of this money. That's what it basically said. Y'all can't get this money. Y'all can't own nothing. When the American dream is supposed to be for everybody. So they put this in and say, yo, nah, like they can get money out here. You got to let them get money. So if he loses, basically, it'll basically say, if you get fired from your employer call you a nigga to your face and then say you're fired, you can't take that to the court system. It'll basically nullify that ability. Communism is coming, dog.
Yeah.
So niggas better go watch that Byron Allen, understand the history's taking place. And I'm real iffy on the MAGA movement at this point. I'm really iffy, man. You know, I've always been just a Trump guy. I've always been just a MAGA guy. But the MAGA movement as a whole, if I don't see black conservatives mobilized first and foremost for Byron Allen, I'm firing on all of them. They're going to get this smoke. All of them.
You know what? I'll just say this real quick and get out of here. That's one thing about black conservatives. You know, they'll say all this about, you know, black people's got to leave the plantation and everything else. You know, but when it comes to black issues or helping out another black man, where are they at? You know what I'm saying? How can you be so invested to get somebody to get black people to stop voting Democrat, you know, 90% of the time? Okay, well, maybe you got them to stop voting. But what you gonna do when now? Like, this is the reason why black folks should have had an ear to Trump in the office. Why we shouldn't have been slandering Kanye.
Right.
We could go to Kanye now, like, hey, yo, Kanye, man. Well, Byron actually called Kanye up, like, yo, man, what you talk to Trump, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how the world works.
Word.
And y'all just sitting there and be ignorant. You gonna hate on Trump. You gonna hate on Trump another 4 years and not get nothing done?
All right.
If we was allies with Trump, I bet you we could get Byron Allen to win this case.
Right. Well, at least get Barr out of there. Let them fight. Let them do their business. Like, why, man? They said Barr wrote a letter that basically said it will rescind that Civil Rights Act, man. That's how Barr wrote the letter. I said, Lord have mercy. They really out here wilding. But this goes back to what I said before. I'm like, a lot of stuff don't even be Trump. It be everybody else behind him. So like, when you change administrations, you get the same thing over and over again, man.
Yeah.
More racist, the same racist government that killed Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. It's the same shit, man. It's just that they kill your character now.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I'm firing on all black conservatives unless they say something. And I'm gonna try to get Kanye involved too. Yeah, so I got this week, man.
That's all I got, man.
See you next week.
All right, man. Later.